Okay, hello. I just wanted to walk you through the synthetic asset or the fire rescue synthetic asset. And I am very, very proud of this asset. It speaks for itself. It is beautiful and it is extremely heavy with regard to polygon count. This is about 500,000 polygons you're looking at. And it is extremely heavy for the Oculus 2 platform, but it is worth it. My team put a lot of time and effort into this asset, and I'd like to walk you through a couple of bits of it. And one of the things that I think is very cool that we tried to make this as realistic as possible. There's sound effects to this device when you open and close the doors. So you can hear some of the sound effects. The doors, obviously, they function. We've got a couple of neat little add-ons here. If I can get to the right position here, give me a second. There's the key for the ignition. We turn it on, and we've got a sound effect to create a more realistic environment for the trainee. Obviously, that's just one step closer to getting the real thing, and we're really excited about that too. We'll shut that off. This is a selector switch for the lights, and it's got a light selector, and you can kind of see in the background it illuminates a little bit. It's not the brightest thing in the world, but I did not want to overdo it with the brightness of the lights, having to do with the risk potential for seizures or anything along those lines. So that was a factor for that. Now, this is another trick or another selector that we can use, and it's kind of fun. We can change the color scheme of the vehicle to accommodate any municipality decals or anything to that effect. So we can get right into Sunstar mode if we want to. And again, it has all the same functionality, but I like to keep it right where it was. And that's good old St. Pete Fire Rescue. Those are my colors. And I shouldn't say that's just my colors because I used to work for Sunstar as well. So they're my colors as well. Now, onto the functionality of the rescue asset. Everything functions the way it would in the real world. We can open and close the doors. And the inside cabinets have collision, which is basically the physics add that you need to store things inside these shelves so they don't just pass through. Okay, so this is kind of a neat, and you can notice that the differences of, when it impacts the other box, those are gravity effects that make the realism right on target. All the doors on this asset function as they should. All these compartment doors open and close as they should. And you can see through and reach through if you need to grab gear and equipment from the other side. We'll walk over to the back compartment here, grab onto the door, and as you can see, it functions just like the real thing would. Over to the main oxygen tank for the device or for the truck. And if you look inside here, you can see the compartment that has the hatch for turning on the oxygen tank. The driver's door functions as well. And if you want to have a look, you can see that it has the computer in there, just like a real truck would. All the doors function just like they would. All right. And back to the compartment, the patient compartment area. The doors open. And the stretcher comes out. Well, let's pull it all the way out. It has an auto-loading effect that we use for putting it back into the truck. But for right now, we're just going to go in the back of the patient compartment area. Now, you do have to duck down like you would in a real ambulance. And this is really, really fun stuff. Now, the outside door is open, but this is really a lot of fun because these glass doors slide open as they should in the real world. And these shelves function just like they would in the real world. And you can see that there's an overlap. There's an overlap function to these sliders, just like they would in the real world. Again, all these shelves and doors have full function. Even the O2 door, you can reach in and turn on the oxygen. And the slider down here as well. These seats have gravity, or rather physics as well as these doors. And you can just reach right in and grab all the things that are inside the compartment and set them on the counter and set them on the chair just like you would in the action area. You can move it over here, set it there, and go to work on a patient. We'll load the stretcher in now. We'll get this thing going here. There we go. And then we manually push it in further to get it where we need it to be. And then enter from this side of the truck so that we can work on our patient. Very, very, very fun stuff. So this is our ambulance asset, and we're damn proud of this.